All right, this is Chris in the building. Tell me if you can hear me before I get started on the live stream. Back in the building this time. What's up? What's up? This time we're doing a podcast situation. I'm tired, but I said I was going to be consistent, so I'm here. Let's go ahead and jump into it. What's up? Hello, hello, hello. We got Miriam. How you doing? Sita, what's going on? We have Bees Terrell. What's up? How you doing? Monet. So I have a few topics I want to talk about tonight. On the thumbnail, you see Nicki Minaj, Tory Lanez, Lil Boosie, CTI, Drake, XXXTentacion. There's a few people out here that I want to talk about, but I have a few extra people on the list. One of them actually is Quavo. I've already done readings on Quavo and Offset. I've done like 3 or 4 so far. So they're on the actual channel. And we've also, R. Kelly, the R. Kelly situation. So a few things to talk about. What's up, Shade Queen? So a few things to talk about tonight on the podcast. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure that you do. It's the same name, Blue Nola Tarot. That's why I post daily. I post daily several times a day, whether it's in the story, mostly in the story, but I also post on the, the actual main page as well. So make sure you're following me on that, on my Instagram, Blue Nola Tarot. And also don't forget, I'm running a special for all the people who don't know or who haven't gotten the message. Really juicy sale on BlueNolaTarot.com, BlueNolaTarot.com. So make sure you check it out. I would love to read for you. And it's been, I've seen my bookings increase by 44%. So I'm super happy about that. So if you're looking to get a reading, don't forget to check me out at BlueNolaTarot.com. Now, we're not talking about these people in no particular order. We can start with Nicki Minaj first, then Tory Lanez, but I think we need to start with the more obvious people. So let's go ahead and start with the XXXTentacion trial. Let's talk about that because I have been following it closely for all the people who watched the reading. I did talk about that. I felt that Drake was not going to get dragged into it. I feel like, he was irresponsible in what he was saying and doing. But I do feel, and I still feel, and I'm going to stand on it, that he had nothing to do with it. Today, the judge ruled that Drake will not have to take a deposition or be a part of this trial. Through this trial, if you've been watching it closely, the actual guy who is witness for the state, he said Drake was not involved. The girlfriend, what's up from the Bermuda? What's up? How you doing? The girlfriend, who it was also a girlfriend to Dietrich Williams, said that she had no clue, knowledge, or information about Drake's involvement. The detective who investigated the case said that was never a question, never a discussion. There was a relative of XXXTentacion who, in his opinion, when he testified, he didn't feel it was even that serious. He thought it was just some fluff. So 4 people took to the stand to basically say that, they never heard of the Drake scenario until they actually went to trial. And what's crazy about that lawyer, Leonci, what's crazy about that lawyer, and I just want to mention this. Y'all know this lawyer's been having this case. The guy who's claiming Drake was involved, he's been having this case since 2018. If you really felt that Drake was that involved and that Drake truly had a hand in this. 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Let's think about this. You had this case for 5 years. At no point in 5 years could you catch Drake, get a deposition from Drake. Drake has been walking around at the casino, at games, with planned out concerts. He's had concerts where he's posted, I will be here, I will be there. He's been on stage, he's been on stage with other people. So at no point in 5 years do you tell me you wait till you get to this trial to try to take a last minute deposition from Drake. Y'all make that make sense for me. Y'all make that make sense for me. And just like the judge said, this is a bunch of foolishness, right? You had 5 years to get this man's deposition, get his side of the story, get what happened. But at the last second, you want to throw in this scenario. And this is when you know somebody don't have something. Because it's been 5 years where you could have had Drake from the gate, the first few months, if you felt that was really an issue. And so my concern is that, period, point blank, I did the reading on the guys that did it. I feel like they're going to jail. They can make up whatever story they want to make up. But my problem is you're not even really giving your client a good defense because you're wasting time and energy on the Drake scenario as the way to, throw smoke. So, and I literally said the same thing in my reading. The judge said it too. He was like, we're over here creating a fire to look over here instead of looking over there. The judge said the same thing today. So just as an update, make sure you check out that Drake in XXXTentacion reading. I said in my reading, those guys are going to jail. Drake was not going to be pulled into this. And that's exactly what's happening. Drake is not being pulled into it, whether you have conspiracies around it or not. X said if something happened to him, he was the last, if something happened to him, Drake did it. Then he pulled it down and said he got hacked. Okay. And Drake has mentioned in his music, we can go into conspiracy theories. At the end of the day, just like I said in my reading, there is not one, and not one shred of proof that Drake was involved with this at all. The lawyer could even produce it. All 5 years later, and all you have is a tweet that X said he was hacked from and some lyrics. You make that make sense for me, but I digress. So that's an update on that. So make sure y'all check that reading out. What you said here, the lawyer seems like he can't leave Drake alone. Well, that's his defense, right? That's kind of like when Tory Lanez went to trial using that Kelsey did it, right? Now you got to sit here and prove that Kelsey did it. You got to try to make sure Kelsey did it, but then the guy put the gun in his hand. So with that being said, that is the update on the XXXTentacion case. We're going to follow it through. I'll follow it through. You can check me out on Instagram, as I said before, as it relates to the XXXTentacion case. I'm literally watching something related to it every single day. Every single day I am on social media checking out the XXXTentacion case. So just know that I'm on it. I'm literally on it. All right, so the other story that broke out, and I'm about to share my screen real quick. The other story that actually broke out, hold on, is the story with R. Kelly. He has now been sentenced to 20 years for the second, I believe, trial that he's involved in. And so let me share my screen. All right. And so now he is now, what's up? How y'all doing? So now he's actually gotten 20 years in prison for the sex crimes against children. When I did the reading on, I believe, R. Kelly Sparkle, and I think it was R. Kelly, and it was the girlfriend. I said that in that reading, one of those readings, and I'll find which one it was, that he was going to get time for the second charge. That was actually listed. That's actually stated in one of those readings. I'll have to find out which one it actually is. But we talked about he's going to get charges for this. So should be no surprise to any of us. And it just says breaking R. Kelly sentenced to 20 years in prison for crimes against children. This should be no surprise to any of us. And I feel like this is where he should be. Some people may disagree with it, but at the end of the day, I feel like this is where he should be. This has been a long time coming. And I feel like R. Kelly has been allowed for years and years and years to get away with crimes against children. And that's just my personal opinion. He's been allowed to have full-fledged adult relationships with children. And he's still in a relationship with a young woman who was a teenager when she met him, when she was a child when she met him. It has been covered and it's known that he was in a full-fledged relationship with Aaliyah and she was a child. So he's been doing this for years, and it's been a long time coming. And I do not feel bad for R. Kelly, and I think that the justice has been served for all the people who have been involved in this. Now, the only thing I could hope and wish and pray for is that what happens to the parents that enabled this behavior, the parents that allow their children to be a part of his world in order to have access, right? So at the end of the day, I just feel like there needs to be more justice handed down, and by way of the parents. If the parents are supposed to be the people that are protecting you, not putting you in the hands of a pedophile. So in my opinion, I feel that at some point something should come towards those parents. But will it come? I have a strong energy that it won't, right? I feel like they're satisfied with him being out of the way, but I do feel like, that I just feel in my heart that something should happen to these parents for allowing their children to be exposed to a pedophile, a known pedophile. It's outrageous. So that is on that situation, and he's where he's supposed to be. He's supposed to have a secret love child with Aaliyah. That is not his child. Let's go ahead and pull some cards around that. Spirit, give me the energy around the one young woman who is claiming. I saw that. Hold on. I saw that this girl was saying that she was his child, and I was like, oh my God, like people are just loony. People are just completely loony. Another Jaguar Wright situation, another person who is loony as hell. And it's crazy how like we just run with the things that people say. It's just shocking. It's really shocking, and it's disturbing how we can just run with people, with their narratives and stuff like that. So this is the person here. I mean, more like the daughter of Celie and Mr. from The Color Purple, but at no point could this lady doesn't even have an ounce of features for R. Kelly nor Aaliyah at all, period, point blank. I mean, make this make sense to me, but let's go ahead and get into the energy. Alleged adult child of R. Kelly and Aaliyah explains why her DNA matched to them. Give me the energy around, and what is this lady's name? I mean, it is really sad, because it just goes to show you that we're just running with all kind of narratives, right? In the comment section, somebody said that's one of TD Jake's grandbabies. Another person said she must have fell out of the boat when Aaliyah rocked it. Another person said since this came out, dude got 20 more years. But let's go ahead and ask the question: is the woman in the picture? And let's get an honest response. Is the woman in the picture? She looks like Charlamagne. Is the woman in the picture on the screen in the middle of Aaliyah and R. Kelly? If anybody knows her name, drop it in the chat. Is she biologically for R. Kelly and Aaliyah? Give me the energy around the woman who is claiming to be a daughter. 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands in reverse, Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Cups in reverse. The King of Pentacles could represent a fatherhood card, and that is in reverse. This represents she is not their daughter. She also has a 4 of Wands in her energy, and this is a person who does not come from their home. The 4 of Wands represents a person that's a part of your community, a part of your environment, somebody that you formed a union to create. The 4 of Wands is in reverse. She also has the 5 of Pentacles. And again, this person in her energy just shows somebody who is trying to get attention. At the end of the day, and that also is a mental health card too. One of the cards I use specifically for mental health. So this lady does not show up as the daughter of Aaliyah and R. Kelly. And she also has the Six of Swords in reverse. And the Six of Swords represents that is a lie. That Six of Swords represents that person is making this completely up. Six of Swords is that is an issue, which she is saying is a true issue, right? I've been trying to get Jay-Z to take a DNA test for years. Okay, gotcha. So this lady is not the daughter of R. Kelly and or Aaliyah. Has she ever met R. Kelly before? Give me the energy around the woman. Has she ever even met R. Kelly before? I love that picture because on the picture, he even on the picture looking like, what in the hell is she talking about? Has she ever met R. Kelly before? Give me the energy around the lady. And the Eight of Wands is in reverse, and the Eight of Wands is telling us it's a no. She's never met R. Kelly before. This talks about she's never communicated with R. Kelly. That he doesn't. If he saw her, he wouldn't even know who she was. She's never met him before. Let me see what you're saying. Oh my God! And these YouTubers and bloggers who keep exploiting mental health are disgusting. Oh wow. Okay. Well. All I have to say is she is not the daughter of R. Kelly. I've not seen one pregnancy aspect, one pregnancy card, but let's ask again. From any pregnancy energy connected to R. Kelly, Aaliyah, with the woman who's walking around claiming that she is the daughter of R. Kelly, and she has the judgment card in reverse. The judgment card in reverse is also a no. That represents the person who is just basically unfairly blaming others. All right. That is what that represents. So judgment in reverse, she is unfairly blaming them for her situation. The judgment card is somebody who also too could have some type of who's already seeking treatment. This person could already have been identified as someone who's had mental health issues. That person has already been identified as someone with mental health. This person is technically delusional, guys, right? Her judgment is off. Her judgment is impaired. She is making accusations that are not true. This lady is not affiliated nor connected physically, spiritually, parent-wise to Aaliyah or Kelly. All right. So that is on that. We just entertained it, Tay. We just entertained it because I just was like, that is the most ridiculous thing. And I had it on my list, but I just wanted to like actually officially do it. We do need to pray for people like that because that means they're really they have people, honestly. They have people that really believe stuff. There's a reader, a psychic reader that's on TikTok that did readings on the Idaho 4. And she really believes that this teacher did the crimes and she would not let it go. And now she's being sued for $75K and now she's being sued for punitive damages. And that is her lawsuit is now up to $1.8 million. And so, at the end of the day, they have some people that have real serious mental health issues. I'm serious. So we can't just run around believing everything that somebody says is, and we have to take ownership of what we do. Thank you for clearing it up. No problem, no problem. So that is on the situation with R. Kelly and this young lady who's claiming that she is the daughter of R. Kelly. All right, so let's go back and we're going to now talk about, I'm gonna go back in and today I'm gonna be using StreamYard the way I should instead of just running my mouth. So we're gonna go back in and look at another case. So let's go ahead and just get into the next topic. So that's on that situation where R. Kelly, again, justice has been served in this situation. And I don't feel any remorse about it. And on the R. Kelly situation. What's up? Just coming in. All right. So welcome to the chat. Can you take a second, please? We have 102 people in the chat, 105 now. Can you take a second to hit the like button for me before I get started with the Tory Lanez discussion? All right, because I'm going to give you my intuitive opinion around what I think is going to happen with the Tory Lanez situation. All right. Chris Brown, why there's so much hate towards him? Let me put him on the list. We'll talk about Chris Brown too. And that's a good topic, especially with Tommy Lee being disrespectful with his child. I think that was disgusting. All right, so well, let's see. Let me go into the video. Let me see how many likes we have. We have 102 people in the chat. And we have how many likes? I know you lying. We have 111 people in the chat with 44 likes. Can I get like at least 60 likes? Let's get them to 60, maybe 80 before we get started with our next discussion, which is going to be on Tory Lanez. I don't know why the comment section is shut down. Every time I launch a video, it's shutting down. It's just crazy. I have to go back in and take it on so people can just so people can make a comment. I don't know why YouTube is doing that. And also too, this is why your readers, we as readers, you're not getting our notifications, because I noticed that YouTube took a lot of readers their hashtags away. So when you try to look for, like, we're not being found in a system. I don't know what that's about. Is a way to silence readers. But I was kind of even putting in other readers to see if it was just me, and it's other people. So this is why a lot of people are, I don't know if they're doing it to a specific segment or group of people, but this is why people are saying they're not getting their notifications, because it's like you're not your hashtag. When you just like, when I type my hashtag in, it's like it doesn't even come up. And then I kind of looked into other people, like, let me see if it's happening to other people, and it's happening to other people. All right, so how many likes we got? Let me see. We're going to talk about old Tory Lanez. You know, this is a sensitive topic for some people. We have 59 likes. All right. All right. So far we talked about XXXTentacion and Drake. I'm gonna timestamp these two, the Metal Ball and Anna Matella, but you can read on them. Yeah, what are we reading on them about? They're cute though. I like them. I think they make a cute couple. They look like they're having fun. She's older than him too, huh? All right. We talked about who else did we talk about? We talked about I think we talked about R. Kelly and the lady who's claiming to be the daughter and Aaliyah. All right. So those are the two that we talked about. Let's go ahead and start talking about Tory Lanez. So Tory Lanez's case is he has now, his sentencing got pushed back. So on the screen here, it says Tory Lanez is scheduled to be sentenced next Tuesday for the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion, but the sentencing will be delayed. The notice is from the LA courts, just now calls it only a hearing. So now it'll be a hearing. DDA Alex Bach tells me no firm date yet, but likely the date will be in late March or mid-April. Okay, so that's the first portion of it. Okay, let's see if I can go into it and try to scroll over, and then hopefully y'all can see it as it takes shape. All right, and so then it says, this is not unexpected. Bach and his co-counsel, Kathy Todd, said in court last month that they would be willing to work with his new defense team in order to give them time to look at the case so they can work on their appeal. A motion has not been filed. Motions that are they are a lot of work. And then she brings up Harvey Weinstein. She just be confusing. But bottom line is that they pushed it back to March or April to give his new legal team time to look at the case, look at the holes, any concerns that they may have. So we're gonna do a quick poll on Tory Lanez real quick and see what's gonna happen with these delays. Spirit, please give me the energy around Tory Lanez, Daystar Peterson, and the delays that he's facing. Now, for the people who don't know, I do have an updated sentencing time in membership. So if you're a member, you already saw the update that I gave. It's not on the official reading. It's on the updated reading, and that reading's in membership. I will not be releasing that until the day he gets sentenced. But again, the updated sentencing is in members only. So if you're a member, you already know what I said. Give me the energy around Tory Lanez, Spirit, and his court situation. He was supposed to be sentenced, and I was thinking about him the other day. I said, I wonder if he's going to get it pushed back, and he did. Give me the energy around Tory Lanez and his potential sentencing and his new defense team. What does that look like for him? Tory Lanez, the state versus Tory Lanez. So he has Ace of Wands, Page of Pentacles. So Ace of Wands is in reverse. Page of Pentacles is here. The Chariot is here. It is to give them more time to review, to look at what happened, defenses. But unfortunately for Tory Lanez, and I'm going to just say this clear. So let's just start at the beginning. He has the Ace of Wands in his energy. Okay, this is his legal team trying to come through, trying to look at some stuff. I think they've done a great job. We don't know that, but I'm looking at their messages, and they're doing a great job trying to gather information, facts, data, any type of information that they need that's going to be useful. I definitely feel like they're going to try to get a better understanding of what's happened inside. So they're working hard to get real insight, understanding. I guess you would say that. So he still has imprisonment in his system. He has the Eight of Swords and he has the Hermit. He still has imprisonment in his system. So the Eight of Swords is him actually being in prison, or restricted. Eight of Swords is one of your imprisonment cards, entrapment cards, and the decision will be handed down. The Hermit represents the judge who's going to give the guidance, the jury, whatever it is. So though I feel like his team will do a good job of trying to make an appeal and trying to fight some facts, trying to weigh the evidence, he still has imprisonment in his energy by way of the Eight of Swords. Let's confirm. Give me the energy around Tory Lanez again and his sentencing, Spirit. And will there be any changes? I see imprisonment still in his energy. Confirm the energy around Tory Lanez, the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Four of Wands, and then the Eight of Wands. I almost feel like they almost because that's some positive cards as far as them trying to come up with some type of like his people like trying to get some information together on his appeal. But his Eight of Wands, it talks about it falls short, right? Again, one more, and the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles is people not trusting with, that phone call. Some of the stuff that he was doing is very, very damaging. His Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles is that he acted in bad faith. All right. So I can see his legal team is a pretty good team. And I definitely feel like they're going to try to poke a lot of holes in the situation. But ultimately, we're not going to waste a lot of time with a lot of technicality. He still has imprisonment in his energy. The Knight of Wands is actually what? The Knight of Wands is 10, 11, 12 weeks. And let's look and see how much time he has. The Ace of Wands is 13. Then he has the Eight of Wands, so that's 13 plus 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 21 weeks. 21 weeks is what? 21 weeks is 1, 2, 3, okay. It's 18 plus 16 plus, that's 4 months. So what they say, April? So they said what, April? So that April is what? This is February, March, April. So that's 1 to 21 weeks that a sentencing will go down, okay? That's what it talks about. I could see them doing another slight delay. So put another 10 weeks on top of that. So he's gonna be serving a lot of time. So let's just say he'll be sentenced, from what I could see, in it really shows 1 to 21 weeks, but I'll extend it another 10. So it does show he'll be sentenced around that time. But he still is showing imprisonment in his energy. All right. So that's 6, 9, 20. So if you do 1 to, that's 5, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 5 weeks, which would put us in, March. So 1 to 30 weeks, 1 to 31 weeks would give us April, I believe. He's going to get a shorter sentence and then deported. I don't know about that, but the sentencing is already in membership. I'm only talking about the date he's going to be sentenced. The sentencing, the updated sentencing, how much he's going to get. We already talked about deportation and have about 8 readings on the channel. We already talked about that. So the actual time he will get is on the channel. What I'm talking about today is when he will officially get sentenced. That's it. He's still getting sentenced. That's all I'm doing today. All right. So if you go back over my readings on Tory Lanez and everything that's happened with him, it's pretty been on spot. It's pretty much been spot on the entire time, down to the car incident, down to the pool party, down to the, to literally mirroring everything. All right. So sentencing looks like it can take place in I will say minimum 21 weeks, maximum 31 weeks. That's sentencing only. The actual time he will get is actually in membership. Okay. Hasn't been a good year for Canada. Yeah, not at all. So that's on the situation with Mr. Tory Lanez. I just wanted to talk about that since we read on that situation and give an update. I don't feel like the sentencing is out the window. I don't feel like the sentencing is going to be just thrown out. I feel like, I'm going to be honest with you. If I had to, can I be honest? I feel like they're extending the sentencing just like they extended the trial. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Tell me if you think that they will be able to. Give me a 1 if you feel like he's going to get sentenced. Give me a 2 if you feel he will win an appeal and it will be put on the back burner. Give me a 1 if you feel that Tory Lanez will be sentenced. And give me a 2 if you feel that his sentencing will be put on the back burner and he will have time to go through a full-fledged appeal. 1 if you feel he's going to be sentenced. 2 if you feel he's going to get a second chance. Let's see what y'all talking about here. What's up, Geronda? Okay, TK, what's up? Crying Tiger. Canada is not a place. That's what I'm saying. Canada is not a bad place to be deported to. They're acting like this man gonna be being deported to, like this man being deported to like the jungles of wherever. He had plenty of time to have a second chance. So they have a few people. Y'all almost balanced. So y'all have people who y'all really feel like. So y'all really feel like Tory Lanez didn't do it, even after hearing that he was on a tape begging and for forgiveness. So they still got people that's literally out here believing Tory Lanez literally didn't do it. So that's shocking, but I'm not gonna. That's your feeling. So I said that. Remember, I said that on the last live, on the last podcast when we talked about him. I said that. Remember when I had invited some people up? I said he should take the plea deal. I literally said that. And he should have taken a plea deal. But he really thought that he had it together. He thought that Kelsey was going to, do what she was going to do. The bodyguard got missing. I guess they had a little something going on. The driver got missing. So he thought he had it all together. But there was that white man. Remember in my reading, I said a little birdie. Unexpected little birdie was going to tell on him, and an unexpected little white man told on him. All right. So, hey, but don't play with gun charges out there. Yeah. Deporting him back to his dad and mom, though, period. He should have agreed to. I agree. So anyway, that is an update on him. Whether you believe he did it or not is not my issue. He's in jail, and we are done with Tory Lanez at this time. We will always revisit it, but if you want to know about the actual time he will get is actually a membership. This was only about the sentencing. The ring camera that had the shots on it sealed it for me. Yeah, because even when you hear the shots, if she would have had the gun, that would have meant they would have had a break in the beginning. There was no break. It was 5 clear shots back to back to back with no break. Even the guy who did the gun expert says that's the type of gun. Once you start shooting it off, it shoots off. It keeps shooting. So it's a semi-automatic. So the shots, the phone call. I mean, when I saw the pictures of the car and where the blood was, it just took me out. I think that's what really shook me because the gun was in the front of the seat with him. And he had a rag right there, so he did have a chance to wipe it, y'all, even though they're trying to say they didn't think he wiped it. He had a big rag sitting right there, a t-shirt looking rag. All right, so that is on that situation. The next thing I guess we could talk about, let's talk about Quavo and the Migos. And Quavo just made a song. I'm not gonna be able to play it on here because we'll get a strike. But Quavo made a song confirming that that he won't deal with fakes and he won't sleep with a snake. I think Quavo's being very, very clear about what's happening here. He also said there was no chance for Migos to have a reconciliation. In the reading that I did on Quavo, Offset, and on Takeoff, we talked about the fact that he thought that Takeoff was being that Offset was being fake, and so he actually used those words in his song, right? I'm not gonna deal with a fake, and I'm not gonna sleep with a snake. So who he was sleeping with? Sweetie, right? I'm not gonna sleep with a snake. I'm not gonna deal with a fake. Period. He's pretty much telling you what's going on. All right. So if you haven't picked that up by now, I don't know what to tell you. This man is literally telling you that Offset is fake and Sweetie is a damn snake, and he's putting them back to back together. So sad. What Quavo is Quavo's problem? What does that mean, Ms. D? Sweetie and Quavo was toxic. True, true, true. Feel so sad for Quavo. What I don't we want to jump so quick to defend Takeoff. I mean Offset. I always confuse them. We always get so quick to defend Offset. Offset is not innocent. Y'all love to defend people who are wrong too. Offset is not innocent. Something has happened between Offset and Takeoff, just like I said in my reading, as it relates to a woman and some business that has led them to where they are. And one day, I hope that Quavo just speaks on it. Don't be subliminal with it. Just speak it out. Just say what happened, right? Don't protect him. Don't protect him because he family. Don't protect him because he got a wife. Don't protect him because he got children. Because right now, because he's not saying what really happened, people want to stand on the side of Offset. I wish Quavo just say, "Fuck it. Let me tell you what this. Let me tell you what this scumbag did. Let me tell you what this scumbag did." So at the end of the day, like we can't sit here and just we gotta be neutral in a situation because we don't know exactly everything that's going on. We don't know exactly everything that's going on. Quavo too vocal. Quavo barely was speaking on his family issues. What are you talking about? Quavo just started speaking, and he's technically speaking through his music. So I don't know what you're talking about. If anything, Offset was the one that's getting on the internet. Oh, I miss my cuz and all that. I don't get it. But anyway. So anyway, if you read between the lines, he's putting it together for you. Make sure you check out the reading where I have the reading where Offset and Quavo got into a fight. That's the reading where I talk about what happened, how it happened, and why it happened. All right. So he's giving you the clues right there. He's saying, I won't deal with a fake and I won't be sleeping with a snake. And he put them back together. He's being very clear about what he's saying. I want Carter to stay out of it and get into the studio. I want Carter to stay out of it, period. Because the thing about it is when you keep getting into family business, it's not a good thing. Look at Bambi and Scrappy. Bambi inserting herself in stuff that concerns Scrap and his mama, and now her and her husband are having issues. I'm saying sometimes we have to watch what we're saying. We have to watch how much we get involved in family business. Let men, first of all, Cardi needs to let men be men and deal with each other. That's number one. She needs to let the men in the family deal with each other. That's number two. So sometimes we got to learn how to stay out of men's business, right? That's what we need to do. And maybe Quavo's sparing her because he don't want to put her in it. But at the end of the day, there's something to what's being said about that Sweetie situation. And Sweetie didn't 100% clear it up either, in my opinion. All right. So Blue Nola, do you think that it was an issue on the elevator with Quavo and Sweetie? No, I think that we did a reading on that, Truth. So check that reading out. We did a reading on that fight in the elevator. I think they were just breaking up. I think they were fighting over something that was in that bag, and it wasn't just a game. When I think about it, it was something that it feels like something that she gave him. It was almost like it gave me the energy of something that she gave him, and she was trying to take it back from him, and they started fighting. But I'm just saying this to say, like, we as women, we got to stay out of men's business and let men deal with each other. And I feel like, she emasculates him by always speaking up. She emasculates him by always standing up talking. Let him talk for himself. Let him speak for himself. Because by her always standing up speaking, I know a lot of people like to say, oh, Cardi don't play about Offset, but it makes him look weak. Let him speak for himself. Let him handle his own business. Let him stand up for himself. He don't need you fighting his battles with Jay Prince. He don't need you fighting his battles with Quavo. He don't need you fighting his battles with other men in the industry. Let him speak for himself. Let him handle himself. You got yourself into it. Let you get yourself out of it. Let me see. Quavo was tweeting too, but Sweetie took it on the low. That's true. Because she definitely made sure that she was, that she kind of made it clear that he did cheat on her, right? She didn't deny that. Messing with the cousin is the low, period. Quavo don't want to embarrass Offset in front of his wife. I think he's sparing Offset because of Cardi. I'm going to be honest with you. I think he's sparing Offset because of Cardi B and their children. I'm serious. And I hope that one day that if you stop the subliminals and just get to the truth of the matter. Because see, Offset got Cardi convinced that nothing happened. So I hope that one day Quavo can just come out and say, he a fucking snake and is not just on some business. Period. But Cardi B, I know that's your husband. Listen, honey, I would love to jump in all the time for my situation. Like when my husband and his brother was at it, I had to learn how to stay out of it and let them deal with each other. And today they're in a better place. We have to learn how to let men be men and let men do what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? Period. So that's the situation on Tory Lanez. So Tory Lanez looks like he's still going to get sentenced. It just seems like it's inevitable. I wouldn't be surprised because he had a lot of positive cards in there for trying to get an appeal, but it still looks like a sentencing is still going down. Period. So that is on Tory Lanez. All right. What if it was a threesome? I don't think so, child. Oh, that would be disgusting. All right. So the next situation, the next topic, let's go out. The next topic, I believe we were going to talk about Tim Norman. Let's talk about, did we talk about Tim yet? Tim Norman. Let's talk about Tim Norman. Hold on. I'm trying to get Tim Norman. Tim Norman wrote a letter basically denying any part in the situation with his nephew. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this guy just won't stop. He just don't get it, right? Tim Norman is basically saying I didn't have anything to do with it. They're trying to destroy me. This is it right here. So there we go. So here we go. Nope, Nicki's coming towards the end. So I know, girl, I got you. She's on the list first, but I put her. We're going to talk about her towards the end because I want to talk about the case with Kenneth, and then I also want to talk about the case with her and Nosy. So Tim Norman says, "Thank you for all the prayers. I'm still in disbelief. The feds know 100% I did not do those insurance policies, but the jury didn't get to hear that, and I'm not one person." And I'm not one person who got on that stand and said that I told them to hurt my nephew. They destroyed my name and my image so you guys wouldn't search for the truth. Tim Norman, #innocent. Sir, you're full of crap. Tim Norman is where he should be, and Tim Norman is where he needs to be. Now, they also said that Tim Norman was demanding for a lower sentence. Well, how much did he get sentenced to? He already got sentenced, right? But they were saying he was making some type of demand. At the end of the day, sir, you had policies, not one, not two, I believe, 3 policies on your nephew. You even attempted to get a policy on your mama. You attempted to cash in on those policies until they stopped you. You couldn't cash in on them. You got these people, these complete strangers, to set your nephew up, and you killed your nephew. Sir, if you don't sit your tired ass down, give me the Tim Norman is fully lying fully. Give me the energy around Tim Norman's spirit. You know, did the police set him up? He is the Ace of Cups. I mean, the Queen of Cups. Let's keep going. He is the Queen of Swords in his energy. That's a person who's not telling the truth. The Queen of Swords in reverse, not telling the truth. The Knight of Swords in reverse, not telling the truth, right? Not telling the truth. And he has the Six of Pentacles, paying people to get into the job. Two of Pentacles, trying to mix up the message. His mom is right here in the Queen of Cups, and his death card is here. His mom is here in his reading, believing him still. So she still believes her son is innocent. She still believes that justice will be served. He does show in his energy like he can try to go for an appeal. This is what it does show. He can try to go for an appeal. The death card is a transformation energy, and it talks about somebody who tries to change the course of what has happened to him, right? So he does try to go for an appeal, but his appeal is denied. He has the Queen of Wands in reverse energy, denied. He has the Ten of Swords, shut down. Okay, so I don't see where he's going to win an appeal. Let me see. It's Tim Norman knows exactly what he was doing at the whole time. It's crazy what money will make a person do. So scary how his family can be on one plan of your demise. That's crazy. I know Jennifer, thank God, every day she dodges a bullet. Girl, I would be sick to death to find out that somebody I know had to set up somebody to get killed. Let me tell y'all a quick story. So I had to be like in my 20s. And I had met this cute, like Creole looking guy, we have a lot of guys that look like that in the city, right? So this Creole looking guy, he was, he worked for the NOPD, the New Orleans Police Department, right? So me and him met at like this little club. I don't know if anybody's from New Orleans on here, but they used to have a mall called the Plaza in New Orleans East. And then when the plaza started to lose business and they started to shut the plaza down, the plaza had created like this club. Like this, it was like a club. It was very short-lived, but there was a club that the plaza had kind of created, like right on one side of the mall. It was pretty cool. Like it was really nice. It was like a lounge situation, a club. So I went there one night and I had met this police officer there. We dancing, chilling, we chilling, he cute and everything. I give him my phone number. We talk on the phone. We go out for, we go out for a few dates and et cetera, et cetera. So, nothing really materialized with it. I ended up, how you talk to somebody for a while and it just don't click. So we ended up just going our separate ways. So like about 2 years later, no lie, I see him on the news, y'all. Guess what he did? Can you guess what he did? Guess what he did? Put in the chat. Guess what he did? This police officer. Can anybody put in the chat? He didn't kill nobody. But this guy started dating a girl from Capital One Bank on Bullard Avenue. He and this girl and another guy set up the bank to get robbed. He actually tried to rob Capital One on Bullard in New Orleans East, y'all. He actually went to jail for setting up a robbery of that bank. An actual police officer that was on the NOPD police force. I was like, oh my God. I was so shocked. So just imagine, I literally met this guy at a club, dated him for a little bit. Nothing actually happened between us. We never hooked up or anything like that. But the point is, I see this fool on the news like 2 years later. Literally, he had been convinced this girl at the bank, and he had set it up to rob the damn bank. They had set it up to rob the damn bank. Shay 504, the bank on Bullet, the Capital One on Bullet that used to be across from the Rite Aid. That's the one I'm talking about. They tried to rob that bank. You can go look up the article right now and see who I'm talking about. Light-skinned brother, curly hair, real, real cute. boy had set up the damn bank, and I was actually entertaining this fool. Shit. So, so I was like, oh my God. So imagine yeah, in the east, in the east, off of Bullard and off of Bullard, right there, across from that Rite Aid, Walgreens is right there. They have a gas station on the corner, Bullard, going to, I guess, I don't know. But anyway, the point is going towards, Bullard. Like, period. Like when I said I dated this fool and he was literally on the news 2 years later robbing the damn bank, child. So my discernment was all, oh, he's so cute. Oh, he's so nice. That fool robbing a bank. Anyway, that was a juicy little story. If I think of some fun stories, I'll tell y'all. But yeah, I was so done. I said, baby, I'm over here dating a damn bank robber. Okay. Unreal. All right. So Tim Norman, sit your big hip ass down and go to jail. And we're going to move on to the next story. So when I think about that, and baby, he was so cute. Oh my God, he was so cute. I mean, I never even felt that type of energy from him. All right, so let me talk about this couple real quick. And this is just my observation. They're not on the thumbnail, but I just want to bring them up. What do y'all think that's going on with Bambi and Scrappy? Bambi and Scrappy. Anybody? What do you? I think I'm back. I'm back. Can y'all hear me? Mm-mm-mm. All right, all right. Can y'all hear me? Tell me if y'all can hear me. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened to my little thing here, but let's see if I can get back in there. Okay, I'm back. Okay. I clicked the wrong thing by mistake. Okay, so you thought they were over? I think they're together. I think she said they're still living together, but I think they're together, but they're strained. I think they're together, but they're strained. I think their relationship is literally like and they're holding on by a string. I think that their relationship has become so strained that they could even be sleeping in like different rooms in the house. Like some people still live together, but they could be in different rooms. I think the relationship is on life support, y'all. I think it has a lot to do with a lot of like interference with the mama, a lot of disrespect with each other, not respecting each other's differences. But I really feel like their relationship is on life support. She doesn't seem happy. She didn't seem happy. You could tell while she was explaining it. She was explaining she felt strained when she was explaining it. Trappy will not have a successful relationship due to his mom. That's period. I feel so sad for them because I like them as a couple. I really like them as a couple. I like Bambi. I like Scrappy. And I wish they could really work it out, but I'm telling you, y'all, they look like their relationship is holding on by a string. And it's crazy. I think they should come off the show and really work on their relationship. I think Scrappy needs to keep his mama out of it because Scrappy has been in other relationships where his mom has interfered as well, but that's an allowed interference. I feel so bad for them. Give me the energy for Scrappy and his wife Bambi. Where's the energy around the future of their relationship? Mama D definitely needs to stay out of her son's affair. It's crazy. Give me the energy. Let's see how many likes we got now. Hold on, before I answer this question. I know I'm just throwing this one in, but I got to ask this because I felt so bad looking at them as a couple. I'm like, she looked like she was so strained. Oh my God. Give me the energy around Scrappy and Erica. Will their relationship last? Will it survive this situation? It feels like they're so strange. Ooh, the Judgment card in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles is coming through. The Eight of Swords is here. The Ten of Wands. I feel like they have a chance if they really tried. Like they have a chance to really work this out. They have the Judgment card, right? Both people hard-headed. Both people coming to the table trying to, not trying to have understanding. The Ten of Pentacles is them trying to keep it together. They do feel, they feel restricted. I didn't say she wasn't with the man. I just said their relationship is strained. Like I don't understand that. I don't understand when I say they broke up. Okay. I say they're still together, but they feel very much so strained. The Ten of Wands is them. I feel like they can accomplish like getting back into a solid place, but it takes hard work and it takes both people. So I'm praying for them guys because their relationship, the Judgment card in reverse, along with the Eight of Pentacles, along with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, that represents the relationship is strained. It is strained, but I just hope they can come back together. They do have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups can be a change of heart. The Page of Cups represents like people who can decide, you know, we really love each other. And let me say this, relationships are hard, not easy. Marriage is not easy, especially when you have interference, you know, interference coming through it. You have a show where people are scrutinizing. You got a mama that's always in people's business. You know, it can be difficult. They do have page energy. So let's just give them a huge like prayer out, like a huge like a wish that they could work it out. The Page of Cups is in the next 1 to 11 months that could talk about they tried to work it out, but I'm telling you, it's literally strained. And when you have a relationship strain like that, you know, things could twist and turn any kind of way, but they definitely have strained energy. Okay. Scrappy does try. You could tell that he wants to work. He doesn't have a problem being in a relationship. Scrappy was literally on an Instagram post talking about he ain't seen nothing working out with this woman. Are you reading what he's posting? Like what? I mean, he literally, when they were saying you and your wife could work it out, I know y'all could get through it. He was like, no, we can't. Are you reading that? Like, did you read that recently? I mean, I just read that like a couple of days ago, where somebody got in the comment section and said, you know, I hope you and your wife can really work it out. I hope y'all can make it last. And he said, nope. Like, I mean, are you reading the same thing I'm reading? I mean, maybe I need to go find the post or something. But anyway, not arguing with anybody in the comment section. So hopefully, laugh out loud, I'm saying he's a relationship guy. Well, he don't seem like he's a relationship guy if he out here publicly telling people in the comment section that he's not working nothing out with his wife. I don't think that's cool at all. I think you should, like, you know, keep it private. He just did an interview where he said they were divorced. Oh, that's what I'm saying. They said in the interview where he said they were divorced. Child, how they divorced already? They're still living in the same house together. She just confirmed today they're still living together. She just told us today they're not even separated. Where you got that from? Divorce? She literally just confirmed that they're not even separated, child. I'm telling you, that's what I said. The relationship is hanging on by a thread. That's what I just told y'all. That's why I asked y'all to give them a prayer out to them, because they are hanging on by a thread. So that's kind of confusing because she just said today that they are not separated. And you're saying that he said they are divorced. Child, well, there we go. Anyway, let's move on. I just said something in the milk ain't clean. It was in the blog a couple of days ago. It was in the blog. So did he actually say it? Like, did y'all hear him say it on an actual out his mouth? So did y'all see him on an actual interview? Or did y'all just read it in a blog where they said he said it? Where did y'all see that at? Because she literally said out of her mouth today that they weren't even separated, that they live in the same house. I just saw that. I can go find the post because she just literally said that. So did you see him on an interview where he actually spoke those words out aloud, that he's divorced from her? Yeah, send it to me. You can send it to my email, bluenolatarot.com. Oh no, bluenolareadsme@gmail.com. Send it to me. Because she literally just said that they are not even separated. She literally just said that they still live together. So, can you confirm if it was just a blog post or did you verbally hear him say that? So, let me know. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the next story because she literally just came out today and said they are not even separated, child. All right. So that is on that situation. Again, the relationship is strained. And again, they feel like they're hanging on by a string. They definitely feel separated, like they could be in the house together, but sleeping in separate rooms. They're separated. There's a separation, even though she's saying, I guess she's trying to say they're not physically separated, but I feel like there's separation inside of the home. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna pray for them and hopefully they go get back to a good place, child. Have a change of heart. Like, damn. So he divorced her. So you mean to tell me he divorced her without her knowledge? She just sitting on a podcast talking about they're not separated. So people that were saying that, can y'all comment? Like, did you verbally see him say that? Or was it in a blog post? Can you actually confirm that? Did Scrappy get on an interview and actually did you hear him say that out of his mouth? All right. So anyway, I'm gonna move to the next story. All right. This is gonna be the last one before we get to Nicki Minaj because I feel like we talked about a lot. All right. So let me get back into the shade room. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I share my screen. That's what happened the last time. I went completely out of it by mistake. All right. So I'm gonna share this, and now I'm gonna go back into. Let's go back into. We don't care about that. All right. So the next story is on. I think it was Boosie and the situation with Boosie and T.I. I wanted to talk about that for a second. I think that's so damn. Give me your opinion on what you think about the situation with Boosie and T.I., where Boosie got on Vlad talking about T.I. was a snitch and he stopped the whole record, the album or whatever they had together, the joint project they had together, because he feels that T.I. is a snitch and he can't trust T.I. What do y'all feel or what do y'all think about that situation that's going on between Bootsy and I'm gonna just use this one because we're gonna talk about that next. What do y'all think or what do y'all feel about that situation? Oh, my screen went green. I hate when it does. All right, so what do you think about the situation that happened with Boosie? Can y'all give me y'all feedback on it? Boosie is always in something. All right, so this is my opinion on that situation. I wish these guys who are damn near 40 years old get out of all of this snitching stuff. I think it's very ridiculous. I think it's childish, and I'm damn sure no, you're not about to mess up no business and no friendship behind something like that. And I'm gonna say this: Ti need to watch who he calls a friend, because for this man to go on Vlad TV and to talk about Ti the way he did, he was never your friend. And with friends like him, you damn sure don't need no enemies. That's on period. Boosie is childish. He too old for that. He's somebody daddy, and he's sitting on social media perpetuating the snitch thing. This is a problem with our community, the Black community. We sit down and we want to condemn people for being honest about what happens when it comes to legal situations and call them a snitch and all this stuff. He is I agree with you. I feel like Bootsy is a snitch himself. Bootsy's always talking about all kind of situations and all kind of people. So let's see. I don't know. I wonder if T.I. was blindsided. I thought they were cool. Give me the energy around T.I. Was he blindsided with the Bootsy situation? Give me the energy around T.I. Was he blindsided? T.I. And he has the 10 of wands in reverse. Damn, he like literally stabbed me in my back. Like this dude is like literally two-faced. This dude is like he didn't tell me nothing. He went on Vlad. This is the first time I'm knowing that he's not even doing a album because on Vlad. Like, just imagine it. Like, you literally stabbed this man in his back. Confirm the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, right? Which means, like, I thought we was better than that. T.I. looked at him like he was cool people. T.I. is from Atlanta. Boosie is from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Two Southern guys coming together. I thought the album probably would have been fire. I wish they would have put it out. But Boosie's family does show up in his energy, convincing him not to do it. They have in their energy, don't mess with him, right? That's what it talks about. But it shows in his energy that Boosie is, he is the Queen of Cups in reverse. That talks about he can't be trusted. You cannot trust Boosie. First of all, he get on Vlad, letting this white guy lead him down the path to get into stuff. Vlad is a big factor in creating division in the Black community. I don't know. I don't understand why they keep letting this man do this, but it definitely shows he was blindsided by the situation, right? And I definitely feel like the relationship is strained to the point to where I don't think they can recover from it. All right. All right, that should have stayed private conversation between him and T.I. T.I., from what T.I. said, he never called him. He said, you have my phone number. Never called him. We working on an album together. You could have DM'd me, you could have called me, you could have talked to me, but he does show blindsided in his energy. Well, let's see. I feel like Boosie is a snitch himself. True. Let me see. They should have had a convo. Boosie is a little extra. Boosie is childish. Boosie was just trying to save face. T.I. probably had put an into the collaboration and Boosie felt away. No, I feel like Boosie put it into the collaboration and T.I. felt away. And I think that's reverse. Okay? Because T.I., hold on, let me get my marker. Highlighter. T.I. has blindsided. All right. So that is on that. Let's talk about Boosie's daughter. What do y'all think? T.I. act like he ain't snitch. Well, we've been saying for years T.I. is a snitch. I don't know why is this so new information. Why are we so shocked? T.I., we've been saying this for years, literally. So that is on them. What do y'all think about Boosie just dogging people out about being gay and his daughter is gay? What do y'all think about that? I think that is such a hypocrite. I think it's such a hypocrite. He's such a hypocrite to dog people out about being gay when he knew the whole time his daughter was gay. That means Boosie don't practice what he preach. And then he actually condemned his daughter on Vlad. How sad. He's a pitiful father. Now he condemned his daughter on Vlad and said he didn't agree with it. But why would you come out and speak against your child's sexuality on Vlad? Because he did that because he's been denouncing other people for being gay. So you mean to tell me you've been sitting on social media dogging other people out about being gay when you've been knowing your daughter been gay the whole time? Boosie is a hypocrite and Boosie can't be trusted. Look what he did to T.I. and look what he did to his daughter for the sake of saving face, like somebody just said. Can you do, T.I. was trying to say it was a joke. Gotcha. Blue Nola, can you do a reading on Vlad? Who is he really? What is his agenda in the Black community? Girl, I would love to do a reading on Vlad. Viola King, two red bones kissing in the back seat. Boosie, hypocrite indeed, period. She's been like that. Everyone kind of knew already. She wore his cologne. He just now publicly speaking on it. But I'm saying he's a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. How you dog that guy out, Lil Nas X, about being gay when your daughter is fully gay, literally butch. Literally butch. Not the feminine side of it, butch. He is such a hypocrite. I'm sorry, like y'all need to take what he said with a grain of salt. He does everything for clicks and views. He does everything to go viral. And Boosie is more known for his viral moments and being on Vlad than he is for his music. You only see Lil Wayne with all that drama. Lil Wayne be about his business. Lil Wayne just dropped another another album, another single with DMX. Lil Wayne out here making music, making money. He out here having concerts. You don't see Lil Wayne on Vlad running his damn mouth, talking about his children, you know, talking about some damn foolishness. You don't see Lil Wayne doing that. He not even Lil Wayne just put out a new song called Can't Nobody, featuring DMX. Um, this is what Lil Wayne doing. He putting out album. He putting out music. He not sitting on Vlad having weekly couch sessions talking about everybody business. Go bye. Wayne be chilling. Period. Y'all know that's my boy. Will Boosie ever get canceled? That's a good question. Give me the energy around Boosie. Will he ever get canceled? Will people ever just get fed up with him one day and just say, enough? He pays $15,000 per interview. He's only one type of, oh, gotcha. No, people like what he's saying. Good, bad, or indifferent. People like what Boosie's saying. They'd be mad with him short term, then he get back into the fold. They mad at him again. He just made a new song today. Let me stand corrected. I just saw him release a song today talking about Black queens. Okay, so he did release some music, I guess. He talking about Black queens, but no, that's what I just said. I don't see them mad with him for long. They go in and out of love with Boosie. He do be hilarious sometimes, but they go in and out of with it. Vlad pays Boosie 15 per interview. He's the only one that he pays. He's a frequent flyer mile on Vlad. He's the only one that he pays. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, Pandora, now that's not a lot. If I'm gonna sit on Vlad and talk about people and get in everybody's business and get into stuff, you better be paying me $50K an episode. I'm your most popular, most viral moment. You need to be paying me more than $15K to go and come sit there and talk about everybody's business. You know, you need to be paying me $50,000, period, every time I come in that joint. Because he is Vlad TV at this point. He make people, every time I see a clip about what Boosie said, I go run over there and watch it real quick. You know? But you need to be paying him more than $50K all that drama he be talking. Anyway, he can keep that shit in Baton Rouge, baby, because that's not what we do in New Orleans. You don't see Juvenile. When Juvenile was on Vlad TV and Vlad was trying to ask them the questions, they went sideways over there. You didn't see Juvenile over there giving all the tea, all the information. Juvenile said, first of all, I'm not answering that question. He told him that a few times. He says, I'm still in the city. You know, Juvenile lives in New Orleans. I'm still in the city, so no, I'm not doing that. When he tried to ask him about Young Buck, he said, fuck Young Buck, and then went sideways from that. You don't see nobody from New Orleans on Vlad TV running their mouth. That's Baton Rouge shit. That's just like NBA YoungBoy. He always on social media ranting and raving. That's Baton Rouge. Just like Kevin, goddamn, what's his name? He on social media talking about licking people, this, that, and other, all this foolishness he be talking about. That's Baton Rouge people. That they ain't got, them people don't have nothing to do with New Orleans. Period. You saw him at the Dallas airport. He was so fine. I told y'all that Juvenile dated my sister before, right? I told y'all that, right? All right. So anyway, yeah, Baton Rouge people different. We don't claim y'all. Sorry. If you come on this live from Baton Rouge, I'm not saying all of y'all, but I'm just saying I'm not claiming nobody from Baton Rouge. If you live on Choctaw, you live in the bad part of Baton Rouge, I really don't claim you. Okay, if you live in Prairieville, I might try to claim you. But we don't claim you in Baton Rouge. Y'all be doing too much. All right. So anyway, if he practiced what he preached, then he shouldn't be on Vlad. Vlad's interviews have gotten people locked up. He still wears that headscarf from the 1990s. Blue got stories for days. I love it. That's true. That's true. This is before he got married, though, guys. So he wasn't cheating on his wife and all that stuff like that. He was like literally at the tail end of his time with Cash Money, I believe. And like he was still Cash Money, but they were on the outs. And so I met him before. If he see my picture, I hope he'd be like, oh, I wonder if that's this. And oh my God. Because they tried to set me up with his brother Tory, but it didn't go anywhere. But he was nice. It was nice. I talked on the phone with him a few times. And but it never went anywhere. He has a brother. I think his brother's named Corey. I think Corey may be older than him, I believe. But anyway, that's another day and another time. All right, so the last but not least story that we're here to talk about is Nicki Minaj and Nosy Hole Live. Drop your comments in the chat for this situation. So let's go ahead and get the article. Oh, child, I'm going to share my screen, but I don't want to mess nothing up because, I be messing up this thing. Hold on. I'm going to go back in and share my screen for the shade room and see if we can find a story. Let's see. If we can find a story on Nicki Minaj and Nosy Hole Live. All right, so I posted it in my story on my Instagram, but we're going to talk about it here. So for the people who, I had done a live stream on this one before, but I pulled it down. I think I pulled it down because I really just didn't want to be in any type of YouTube drama, but since this is coming up, we're going to talk about it. So a few months ago, Nicki Minaj sued Nosy Hole Live for some defamatory statements about her being on coke. And Nosy Hole, of course, responded. This was a viral situation. I'm trying to look for the post. I'm just not seeing it. So I may have to go on the Neighborhood Talk or something like that. Let me slow down. So if you can recall the podcast that I had done, I had told you guys in that podcast, on that podcast situation, that Nicki Minaj was going to, what did I say? Anybody put it in chat. If you remember that podcast, what did I say that was going to happen with this case? If anybody remembers, put it in the chat. Let's see. I'm trying to look for the article. It's taking forever for it to flip over. Hold on. Let me get into the Neighborhood Talk. Okay, hold on. So let's find the article because I got it from the Neighborhood Talk, so I should have been on there in the first place. Put your comments in the chat about what you think about this case before I start talking. Here it is. And I'm clicking back. Okay. All right. Come against Nicki, and it's gonna cost you. Laugh out loud. Messy C2. Okay. Rapping. Laugh out loud. All right. So this is where it says pay up. Nicki Minaj seeking default judgment in $75K defamation case against after YouTuber who made disturbing claims about the rapper and her son fails to respond to the lawsuit. Laugh out loud. I thought you were going to read on Nicki's divorce rumors, but the coke made me oop. I wouldn't be surprised if her and Kenneth Petty got divorced. If you go back to any of my readings on them, I say they eventually get divorced. Like, that's not a shock to me. Like, I've been reading on Nicki Minaj a long time. Actually, if you go back to my humble beginnings when I first got on YouTube, that is actually one of my first readings on the channel. That's what launched me onto YouTube. Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty's relationship. I'm not saying they're getting divorced at this second, but it is something that I've said throughout my time of reading them, that the relationship will end eventually in divorce. I've said that numerous times. If you go back to any reading about them, I've literally said that. That is not new to me. I also talked about Safari and Erica Mena divorcing. I said Safari and Erica Mena were going to divorce first, and that's exactly what just happened. So at the end of the day, that's not news to me, and I wouldn't be surprised by it. All right. So anyway, we had done a podcast when this story first broke out. The same thing we're doing now, a podcast situation. And I said in that podcast that Nicki Minaj was going to prevail in her legal fight with Nosy Hole. I said that Nosy Hole was going to end up having to pay some fees. Now, this is just, she hasn't been ordered to pay anything yet. So let's be clear. This is just Nicki requesting. She's seeking. The word is seeking a default judgment. And so Nicki Minaj is seeking a default judgment from Nosy Hole Live right at this point. So she hasn't won anything yet. This has to, of course, be placed in front of a judge. The judge has to make a decision on this. But the problem that Nosy is facing, and y'all know Nosy is from Shreveport, Louisiana. And so I've always shown Nosy a lot of love because she's from Louisiana. So this, if you're listening to this news, you already know it's not personal. And you already know I'm always fair when it comes to you. But we did talk about this, and we talked about the fact that Nicki Minaj was going to prevail in this situation. And so, with that being said, I didn't save the live, but I think I did it on StreamYard. So let me look for it, and if I can find it, because StreamYard does save. No, StreamYard does save your StreamYards. So I'm going to find that StreamYard, and I'm going to relaunch it to YouTube. Okay. We've already talked about this case. We already talked about how it was going to go. We already talked about, that Nosy may have to come up with a judgment was going to be against her. But for some reason, I deleted it off the main page. But StreamYard does save. They do save the lives. So I'm going to go back and see if I can find it. And if I can find it, I will release it again. How do you get into tarot? We're gonna have to do we're gonna have to do a podcast, or maybe on that situation. All right. I think my spirituality led me to tarot, to be honest with you. A lot of people do it, and I read for a lot of people who are spiritualists. I read for a lot of people who are already readers. I read for people who are already either into astrology or cardology. They touch spirituality in some way. So I think for anybody that gets into it, it's just an organic journey. It's just an organic process. So, but we could one day do a live stream on how you got into spirituality and what led you to your calling. And, some people like tarot. Some people do like pendulum. Some people write it down. Some people do, I know one person who I do readings for, she is into astrology heavily. She does a lot of charts. So it just depends. So anyway, so at the end of the day, so just came out, T.I. went off on Boosie. Ooh, ow, period. But his friend was there because of a bodyguard for Nicki. Okay. Is Shreveport cool, or are they over there with Baton Rouge? Shreveport is a industrial type town. I've been to Shreveport before. Shreveport has a lot of casinos there. Shreveport makes me feel like you're in like almost like a town where it's like a lot of like what do you want to call it? A lot of like how do you want to say it? It's a lot of like land. There's a lot of casinos. There's a lot of like what do you want to call it when people be working at those plants? There are a lot of plants. Shreveport is actually 6 hours away from New Orleans, believe it or not. It's not like right on us. So if I leave New Orleans and go to Shreveport, that is a 6-hour drive. So it's not right on New Orleans. So a lot of people think that Shreveport is depressing. Yeah, it can be depressing because it's just like casinos. It's like an industrial town. It's like a lot of plants. It's not like this, industrial. It's not like it's not like a booming city, right? I had a drink called Walking to Jesus in Shreveport Casino. Never again. Yeah, it's very industrial. So if you've ever been to Shreveport, that's how I see it. I stayed in Shreveport for about a week doing some training. And the hotel we lived in, I was like, oh my God, just and all I can say is Shreveport is Shreveport. You have the horseshoe out there and all that, but I think the most progressive thing about them now is your casinos, pretty much, right? Everybody probably either working at a plant or working at the casino. That's just the bottom line. There's nothing there. It's not fun. There's really nothing to do. I mean, I'm telling you, I was out there for like about a week, and that shit's 6 hours away. So you leave New Orleans right now, you go to Shreveport, that's a 6-hour drive. It's not right on you. Now, if you go to like Biloxi, Mississippi, and you go to like Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, that's like less than 45 minutes away. It's like driving from New Orleans to Baton Rouge. Now, Biloxi and Bay St. Louis, yeah, it's nice out there. You got the beach out there. You got some nice hotels out there. You got the casinos out there. They got they got some good food out there. It's very romantic. It's like, you just imagine you can go out there with your man and get on the beach and have dinner and go play at the casino and get a drink. Lake Charles is nice actually. Lake Charles is nice too. I like Lake Charles. Lake Charles is country too. I wouldn't consider Lake Charles the same like Shreveport. I think Lake Charles is nice, it's peaceful, it's laid back. Lake Charles reminds me a lot of Baton Rouge, right? But yeah, I love Biloxi. Yeah, I love Biloxi. I love Bay St. Louis. I love it. I love it out there. We would always go out there like just to hang out, be on the beach, and just chilling. But Biloxi is really nice. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Period. So anyway, getting back to Nosy Hill Child, we didn't got all the way into this damn Shreveport. So I can see why she ran the hell out of Shreveport to New York City, because ain't a damn thing, and especially with her personality, child, I couldn't see Nosy Hill being in Shreveport for long. Okay, period. Shreveport couldn't hold no damn Nosy Hill live. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna find I'm gonna find the podcast that we did on this case. I'm saying case on this situation. And if I can find it, I will launch it. I already said that Nicki Minaj was going to have a win from this situation with Nosy Hole Live. And the problem with it is that Nosy Hole Live kept repeating these statements over and over again. Now, I do respect the fact she came out, she apologized about the baby, which I felt that was the right thing to do. But I think it's a little too late. And I think when you have a default judgment, I think she missed one court appearance, then they rescheduled it, and then she missed the second one. So unfortunately, this doesn't look really good. We can pull a card or two, but I'm going to relaunch the actual official one where we really discuss it in detail. Spirit, give me the energy around Marley Green from Shreveport, Louisiana. I just saw her the other day talking about she was clearing her energy and cutting the cord and releasing a lot of people in her life, which I think is a great idea. She said she was trying to stay calm. She was walking on the beach with her dog. She said she was doing some cord cutting. She's into spirituality too. She said she was doing some cord cutting so she can kind of keep herself centered. And I think that's a step in the right direction. Sometimes spirituality can help you center yourself. Give me the energy around the court case with Nicki Minaj, Spirit, for Nosy Hole Live. Give me the energy around it. Her fake apology, that lady still going at Nicki. Just yesterday, she was body shaming Nicki Minaj. Okay. Well, I said I appreciate how she apologized about the baby. So she still got trouble coming her way. She has the Three of Wands in reverse. That represents she's going to experience some issues. Three Wands energy is obstacles, delays, disappointment, trouble coming her way, period. Give me the energy around, again, Nosy Hole Live as it relates to her court case. She needs to do some money work so she can pay her. She has a lawyer that's supposed to be pro bono, so I'm not understanding why the pro bono lawyer didn't submit the motions. Why didn't he get her to appear in court? Like, if you got a pro bono lawyer, then you don't have the legal fees above your head. What is he not doing his job? And she also has the Four of Swords in her energy. And this talks about Nicki Minaj is going to be relentless with this situation. This also represents stress coming her way. Confirmed. She has the Four of Cups. They look like they're going to try to go into a settlement. So a settlement shows is like they're going to try to come into some type of settlement agreement. This shows in 1 to 4 weeks, 4 months, 1 to 4 months. But I'm telling you, I feel like the bottom line is that Nicki Minaj comes out favor. It comes out final decision. The world energy comes out as a favorable achievement aspect for Nicki Minaj, and they move forward. So it shows they're going to try to resolve it with her, but I think Nosy just needs to stop talking about Nicki Minaj. I mean, it's getting into nothing but trouble. Not that she does have the freedom of speech, but just, is it worth it? Like, now you're falling into that realm of having a default judgment. And let me tell you something. That TikToker I was telling y'all about on social media, that TikToker, her judgment started at $75K, but those with punitive damages, that case is up to I think it's 1.7 or 1.8 million. So just because Nicki Minaj is asking for that default judgment, she can try to get those punitive damages added. And tonight she's talking about bad. Oh, wait, let me see. And tonight she's still talking bad. I can't answer the lawsuit. She prepared a new video, and the title is I'm Tired of Nicki. Girl, listen, y'all already know how she roll. I don't even know why y'all be getting upset. Nosy Hogan get off the live stream, get onto social media, and go and do the same shit. That's her personality. That should not surprise nobody. At the end of the day, it's not gonna look good in your favor. And at the end of the day, you gotta answer. Just answer the default. Just answer the requests. Try to make some sort of agreement and come out of the situation. And there should be some type of gag that you don't make defamatory statements, and we keep it moving. That's it. Like, how hard is that? Let me tell you, there's no celebrity that I have a problem with to that extent where I need to be getting sued in court. Girl, bye. I ain't got time for that, jail. I got to go take care of my clients. Tomorrow, I have 9 people. You think I got time to be sitting here? I'm trying to fill up my schedule. Make sure y'all book with me at BlueNolaTarot.com so I can keep myself booked and busy. And I can read for you. I got clients. Tomorrow I got 9 people. I have Sunday off, and then after Sunday, I got 10 people. After that, I think I got 12 to 13 people per day, all the way until March, or something. At the end of the day, I got business to run. I got clients to take care of, and I ain't got time to be arguing no damn celebrities. Bye. So I'm going to find the podcast situation that we did on this, and I'm going to relaunch it. So if you see it and you're like, oh, that's old, you'll know what it is. Okay. So Lord, she needs to go to somebody to do some court case work. Well, let me say this. If you do court case work, you got to let the court case work do its thing. Number 1. Number 2, you got to stop talking about the court case, right? So if you're going to do court case work, let the person do the court case work so that they can do his thing. But you can't keep adding fuel to the fire, right? If I'm going to get somebody to do some type of court case work for me, I'm not going to say anything else. I'm going to just let the court case situation play itself out. I've helped people with court case situations. They can tell you on the live stream. I have had a couple of clients that they had real situations going down where they were facing one lady, and I'm not going to say no names, she was facing 5 years. That lady got what, less than a year? I think she got less than a year, and with good behavior getting into the program, she was out of there. She was out of there in less than like 6 months. So, and I had another lady, she was facing another situation, and I gave her some stuff to what she needed to do. And she didn't even, I think she got I don't even think she got any time. I think they suspended it and she got probation. But the point is that I'm making is that if you're going to do court case work, let the court case work do its damn job. Right? You got all them clients booked. Let me hold something. So my personal goal this year, and this is why I'm working so hard. I'm putting my videos out, sending y'all notices. My personal goal this year, like last year, I saved about and this is me saving, spending, shopping, Amazon. I did personally save about 25K last year. This year, my personal goal is to save 100K. So my personal goal is to save 100K this year. So that's why I'm on my YouTube. That's why I'm booking my clients. So baby, I can't let you hold nothing, okay? I'm over here trying to manifest money. y'all manifesting. I'm over here trying to work hard and manifest. See, I'm putting the action behind my manifestation. So I did a manifestation for it. I did a petition for it, but I also am working, okay? So I'm out here booking clients, trying to stay booked and busy. Should I be taking extra clients? Like yesterday, I took 3 extra people. That was what, $340 just to take 3 extra people. That's $111 a piece. So I'm adding extra people into my schedule. I have a goal. So my personal goal this year is to save $100,000. You know, you will do it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. I understand. It seems like next time. Yeah, I'll hold your hopes up next time. But I even be fussing with my daughter now when she be like trying to buy this, buy that. We on a budget. We on a budget, baby. You know, I didn't scale back big time. You know, I mean, to the point to where, I used to go to the grocery shop and do big shops. Now I'm like, oh, what do we actually need? Not just because we want this extra, all this extra shit. No, what do we need? Because I have a goal, right? My car is almost paid for, literally. My car is almost paid for. So I'm just trying to like get myself in a position where I don't have a lot of debt. All right, so that is the situation that we have before us today. Let me see what you wrote. Sorry for the repeat question. I don't know if you saw the comment or not, but Dwayne's 15-year-old was granted legal name and gender change and a plan to join the WNBA. Any thoughts? I wrote that down as one of my topics, but I don't think the only thing that they changed for him, because I did write that down. I wrote down, hold on, let me see. It's a name change and gender change. So basically he can change his name, and then on his ID, he can say he can represent as female. He's not doing sex assignment yet. So I didn't read that he was doing a sex assignment. I just read that he was getting his name changed and his gender. So gender basically means he can say he identifies as a female. If you want my honest opinion, I don't agree with it. I think that should be a decision that he makes when he's older. I think that should be something legally. There should be a legal situation where they say that decision can't be made until they're 21 or at least 18. That's my personal opinion. There are too many children out there that said they wish they would have waited. They have too many people said that they thought they wish it was a mistake. So I personally don't feel that children should be making those types of decisions. I personally feel that there should be a legal requirement that says you have to be at the very least 18, but in my opinion, it should be 21. My daughter is 14. Just imagine me allowing my daughter to go through this. Like, that's shocking to me. That's shocking to me. I can't even imagine me, a 14-year-old. She's still a kid. I can't even imagine her making that decision like that. That's a huge decision. So to answer the question, I don't agree with him doing it at this time. I think it should be done. That decision should be held until he's 21. Now, once you're 21, you can do what the hell you want and you make your full decisions. But I don't think that a child should be making that decision. That's my opinion. I'm in a disagreement with it, and I honestly think it's child abuse. So that's just my opinion. Do I see him changing his mind? And I really don't read on children, but I'll take this one. Give me the energy around Zaya Wade? Will Zaya Wade eventually regret going through this process? Will Zaya Wade regret this? Zaya Wade has the King of Wands in her energy, and that talks about that's something like that. Zaya Wade has felt confused about herself for some time. She has the Chariot, and that talks about a person who didn't have a sense of direction. This situation has grounded her. So I don't feel she's going to change her mind. I feel like this is what she wants to do. Like, she shows in her energy having different feelings around her sexuality. She's been feeling like that for a long, long time. If she officially does an interview, she'll tell you that she's felt confused about her sexuality and about her choices and how she views it. And that actually her King of Wands shows up saying that this is actually going to help her overcome that challenge. She feels more in her body the way she's trying to transition to. I just feel that she should be 21. I'm not saying she shouldn't do it when she gets older. She shouldn't do it at all. I'm just saying I think that it should be when she's 21. Is the mother going to try to stop it? They approved it. The mother tried to stop it. That's approved already. The child has been approved for name and gender change. Period. The mother was trying to stop it. It got denied. The problem with the mother is that she gave all her rights away. So Dwayne Wade gets to make medical decisions. Dwayne Wade gets to make life change decisions. She gave her rights away. This is why you don't give your rights away. Because now she can't even make a decision about her own child. Right? She can't even make a decision about her own child. See, there's a 50-50. You have custody, I have custody. We rotate the weeks, we rotate the weekends and all that. She gave this man the authority over her children. And let me say this, she's not a good person, and let me tell you why. Go look on her Instagram page. I want you to do this. I want you to see how people do. I don't like her ass, and I'm gonna tell you why. So one day I cruise over to her Instagram page, right? Let me pull Nosy off this screen. Hold on, because I don't want Nosy to think I'm talking about her the whole time. Hold on. Let me get out of there. So I go looking on the lady page, right? All right, I'm back in the building. I'm gonna share the screen. So I go looking on the lady page. Y'all listening? I just want to tell y'all this quick story because I'm nosy like that. Okay? I'm nosy as hell. So let me tell y'all this story. So I go on the lady page. Hold on. Let me click out of this. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. I go on the lady page. Let me pull a picture up right quick. Yes, huh? Okay. Let me get back on StreamYard. All right. So let me tell y'all this little story. So I go on the lady page being nosy as usual, because I like to be nosy in the business. So the lady, the mama right here, next to the picture with her big gum teeth. So the oldest boy that her and Dwayne Wade share together. Why the child all in the comment section saying, I love you, mom. I love you, mom. Thank you, mom. I appreciate you, mom. Ask me if she responded to all of those posts. That young man is in the post telling his mom, I love you. Thank you, mom. I miss you, mom. In all of those posts that I saw, I barely saw her respond to her own child. Your child is in your comment section saying, I love you, mom, and you're not even responding. You're not even responding. This is the type of mother they got. I love you, mom. Thank you, mom. You're the best mom. I appreciate you, mom. I want you to go look at her Instagram page and see how many times that boy said that and see how many times she responds. And you tell me what type of mama she is. Because my baby could never get on a live stream right now. And she tell me, I love you, mom, and I will respond. She could never get on my Instagram and write in a comment section and I don't say anything. Go look on her Instagram. I'm not making it up. This lady have an agenda. There's something with this lady. I want y'all, that's how y'all got to pay attention to people. Now I do agree that Zaya should wait till she's older, but go look in that lady's Instagram and look how her oldest son, what Dwayne Wade, is saying how he loves her. He makes comments in there, and look how many times she responds to it. She's not even responding to some of it. I'm not making nothing up. This is real. I knew it that day she wasn't shit. Your son damn near in every comment of a post that you make saying that he loves you, and you're not even saying you love him back. Isn't that sad? Not even liking the damn post. Not even liking the comment. So when we get mad with Dwayne Wade, go look in the comment and see how she responds to the oldest one. The oldest boy, I think he played basketball, right? Barely responding to him. And he in the comment section talking about he loved his mama. I saw that. I was I was through. I was like, that lady ain't no joke. Let me see her. What's her name? Shelvana. I'm gonna go on her Instagram right quick. Hold on. Let me go up on there. I went on there, and it's several posts where it's several posts where he's saying he love her, and she's not even responding. She's not even responding to him. So if that helps you out, her name is Shuavana Fouché Wade. But the boy is literally in the comment section saying, I love you. And she don't even say shit. I'm telling you. I don't know. Let me go on there. She started limiting her posts. Hold on. Zaire Wade, I love you, my queen. He says my queen. She didn't even respond to that. Zaire, let's go to the next one. Zaire, there's a few. I love you, my. Go look and see if she responded to it. This is the type of mama they got. He got in there, my queen. She didn't respond. He got on another post. This is a post from 48 weeks ago. I'm just saying, I love you, ma. She didn't respond to it. She's speaking to him, but he responded. She didn't respond. Then she says again, she said something about Zaire again. He said, I love you, ma. She responded that time. She writes something in the comment section 56 weeks ago. He writes my everything. There is no problem Jesus can't solve. In fact, he preceded the challenge you're facing. He's always goes ahead of his children. She writes www, some website. He says my everything. Ask me if she respond. Go look at it. He be writing in the comment section. She only respond to the boy. Now, a couple of the posts were related to him, but he actually said, I love you, and she didn't even respond. Then there are other posts where he's saying stuff about her, and she doesn't even respond. There's another post where she's talking about don't wait to celebrate. He gets in the comment section saying never wait to celebrate. She never responds to him. She has another post about make hearing from God, and she didn't respond to him then. There's another post where she's talking about hear the words of the light and the life, and he puts a purple heart. She didn't respond to him. This man, go look on. Maybe she's not on social media like that, but she on social media posting pictures and kissy selfies. Girl, my baby could never write in the comment section. And maybe I'm not a social media person. My baby just posted something on her Instagram, and I was pleasantly surprised. She's 14. She don't follow that many people, but she had a little video where she was posing. I'm like, oh my God, it's so cute. Of course, I put hearts in there and everything. I was so excited. This lady, Viola King, go ahead and look into the Instagram and just see what I'm saying. You're not a social media person, but you could take the time to take a picture. You could post it, write a whole bio on it, but you can't take a second to respond to your son. You make that make sense for me. Then we could talk. So go ahead and look at the page. I'm not making nothing up. Before we beat Dwayne Wade up too much, even though I don't agree with him letting this child do what he's doing, y'all will see what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm out of here. This has been a lovely live stream. And again, don't forget you can book your appointment at BlueNolaTarot.com. All right, let me put it in here. Oh, what about Kenneth's case? I'm going to do a full reading on that. I thought Kenneth was supposed to be going to mediation with the lady. I got to look and see what the last thing they said about it. I thought he was supposed to be going to mediation. We kind of talked about it on the last live stream. Okay. This is Nola. Did you talk about Kenneth's case? He's about to go to mediation with Jennifer in March. He's gonna have to settle with that lady. She's falling under a law. We talked about this on the last live stream. That's what I remember this. Remember we talked about this because we talked about the whole situation with the law that she's using, the law that she fell under. Y'all have to go and look at the last live stream. I don't want to repeat it again. But if you go look at the last live stream, I talked about, and I need to I'll try to find it in timestamp, but we talked about Kenneth. We talked about the law she's using, and we talked about how, how he pled out to the case, and this is why she's able to come back. I even pulled some cards to talk about if Nicki was going to help pay for it, if she was going to stay out of it. That's all on the other live stream that I did. So make sure you check that live stream out, okay? Yeah, but I definitely already talked about that. and I think it was on the last live stream. So I'll try to go back into it and see where I said it and timestamp it. But good luck to you guys. Take care. Stay blessed, encouraged, and empowered. Blessings, Nola and you too, fam. Blessings to you too. Have you spoken about the military shooting down the balloons? We talked about that on the last live stream too. Again, I'm gonna try to timestamp all of this because I'll be talking about all of this stuff. We like tonight. We literally talked about 10 topics, right? I'll do that in a live stream where if I go live, like if I do a podcast like this, I'll talk about 10, 12 people. So we already talked about the balloon and what that meant and my feelings on it. So I'm gonna try to timestamp that too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back through the live streams and try to timestamp all of them, okay? That way y'all can know which ones they are. But we talked about that on the other live stream as well. J Hud and Common, we have to do a reading, child. I'm tired. All right, we may do a whole read on that situation. And for the people who don't think that celebrities come in the chat, I did post on my Instagram that celebrities do come in the chat. Let me go to my Instagram. Hold on. Let me go to my Instagram. I'm gonna go to my Instagram right quick. And let me share the screen. So for the people who don't think celebrities really be watching their videos, they really do. On the Tiffany Haddish reading that we did with her in Common, as a matter of fact, she actually watched her reading. So this is my Instagram page. It says Blue Nola Tarot. And you can make sure you follow this page. But when you go into the story, hold on, let me try to go into the story. I have the Nosy Hole situation in the story. We have the Tory Lanez situation in the story. But this is the one on Tiffany Haddish. So this is when I did her reading on her in Common. She actually was in the comment section and responded to her reading. So somebody had claimed in the comment section she was gay. And she got in the comment section on her reading and said, I'm a very straight woman. I love men. So when I realized she was in the comment section, I said, honored. That's what she said. I'm watching this, honey, I'm watching this video like, So I said, laugh out loud for entertainment purposes only. Thanks for stopping through. She said, definitely entertaining, but honey, we both knew we will always be friends. I love him always. So celebrities do watch their readings. Okay. And actually it was true. So the reader said exactly what I said in the reading. So it was true. And she was hurt. Her feelings was hurt. She said she didn't know why he would say that, but it was actually true, right? So, and we did a reading on her case with the sexual abuse thing, and that was also predicted as she wasn't going to go to jail for that, and that they were going to settle. So everything that I said was true. Talking about it was entertaining, yeah, because she knew it was saying it was true. And when I did the reading, he came back out, had an interview with Jason Lee, and said the same thing I said. So it was true. Anyway, guys, so for people who were saying celebrities really be in the readings, yes, they do. People be watching the readings, they just be on their other channels. But I think that, you know how I think she got there? I think Jason Lee be telling people like who he cool with, there's a reader reading on you, right? Because that's unusual for her to be in my comment section. And I do pay attention to him, how he move, and sometimes when I'm reading on certain people, but I feel like he led her to the chat. He led her to that video, and she just couldn't control herself, and she wrote something there. So I don't feel like Tiffany Haddish just happened to stumble across that reading. I think somebody led her to that reading, but that's okay. She was, again, celebrities do watch their readings, guys. So thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your world tonight. And I'm out of here. And I think I have, like I said, about 8 clients tomorrow. So I need to get some rest. And I will see y'all soon on YouTube. Again, this is my Instagram page. It says Nola. I am going to do, when Instagram does the certifications, I'm going to actually do, for the blue check, I'm going to get verified too. Because I like the idea that, because I'm a small business owner, I like the idea that my page will be certified, number one. I like the idea that somebody can't duplicate my page. YouTube, so far on Instagram, my page has been impersonated at least 5 times. I like the fact that if somebody does try to impersonate my page, that I'll be able to get support. It's hard to get support when people impersonate your page. The last time somebody impersonated my page twice in one day, and I was fighting with them for full 24 hours to get the page down. They stole some personal pictures. I had posted some personal pictures on Instagram finally, and somebody took those personal pictures and created another page with it. So I had to do a copyright infringement strike on the fake pages to get them down. So I will get certified. I will get verified on Instagram when they allow the verification process to happen, because I want to protect my brand so that you know the difference between me and somebody else. I hear what you're saying, Blue Nola, but I find it sad that we live in a time where it's more important to professing your love to your children on public platforms instead of in person or on the phone. Yeah, I'm just saying my daughter could never, that's my opinion. My daughter could never be if she dropped down in this chat right now, you think I'm gonna sit there and let my daughter say, I love you, and I not say nothing? You think my child could, and both my children, you think I could sit there and let them just make comments in my comment section and not at least say love you too, or just at least like it? I'm just saying, your children have made a public statement, acknowledge them. But we be quick to acknowledge strangers. We be quick to say, thank you for your support and I appreciate you. No, acknowledge your children. The boys in your chat talking about I love you, ma. Come on now. Anyway, but we all entitled to our opinion. We're all entitled to opinion. Personally, my children couldn't. One time I did a reading when COVID was happening, and this is when the schools were shutting down. My daughter got on Instagram, was in the chat with y'all, talking about will my school close? And of course, I was acknowledging her. I didn't let my baby just sit in the chat. At this time, she's like 12, but she got right in the chat when I was doing a reading on COVID. And she was asking about will her school close? And I answered her question right on the live stream, and everybody was just so tickled. My child could never come in the chat right now and I won't acknowledge. That's ridiculous. All right, so I'm out of here. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. Y'all have a good night. Take care. Stay blessed, encouraged, and empowered. And y'all all entitled to your opinion. So for you, Lorraine, I get what you're saying. I respect your opinion. Okay? I'm just saying for me, my children couldn't come on the live stream or in my comment section and I'm not saying nothing. I'm sorry. But that's just me. Okay? So I'm out of here, y'all. Take care. And I will see y'all soon. Probably tomorrow. Bye.